Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gillian. Thanks for being here today. Today I'm going to be talking about what exactly is a raw food diet. So a lot of people have this question and I'm super happy to clarify this for you. A raw food diet is one where you eat food in its natural state, not cooked. So if things are heated or cooked, it is not technically above around 108 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is a diet that is based on an abundance of fruits and vegetables and then small amounts of nuts and seeds as well. It's also a diet where I recommend, and any raw foodists will, most raw foodists will recommend that you keep your fats to a minimum, which are avocados, nuts, seeds, things like that. You want to keep those to around 10 to 25% of your diet. Otherwise, you get a little bit tired and a little bit lethargic because fats are very hard on the body to digest. So they are still great for you, you just don't want to have those take up half of your diet. So most raw foodists, that's what they do, and I'm one of those included, and that's how I thrive as well. Also, just to let you know, a raw food diet is one that excludes animal products and dairy as well. Clearly, maybe there are some raw foodists who eat raw meat. That's not for me. I don't do that. I don't know much about that or how that works, but also a lot of people want to know what's the difference between plant-based, raw vegan, and vegetarian. Plant-based is a diet also that is an abundance of fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds. Plant-based people may cook their food, they may eat some processed food, so it's a little different in that, they may or may not, and they may also have some animal products in their diet, but their diet is mainly plant-based, so mainly fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds with some other things as well. And whereas vegetarian, again, they may cook their foods, and vegetarians typically still eat dairy, so yogurts or milk, cheese, things like that. So me being a raw foodist, I don't eat any of that. I don't cook my food. I eat my food as nature intended, as it grows from the ground or from the trees. But what is great about the raw foods are they're loaded with enzymes, which you lose when you cook the food. So they digest super easy and your body can run super efficiently, which I'm an example of. I always have so much energy, my body's not working hard to digest the foods. Like I said, as long as you keep your fats to a minimum, and I don't have anything processed, barely any dehydrated foods or dried foods as well. When you eat cooked foods, your body has to produce extra enzymes to digest those foods, which is fine if you want to do that, but if you're doing that every meal all the time, your body is constantly working harder and harder to digest those foods and release those enzymes and do all that extra work, so you're not functioning at your best. Your mind and body are not functioning at your best, and if you tried going raw, you would see exactly what I mean. So on the Hippocrates site, it said, whenever you cook food, whether it's on a stovetop or in an oven, on a grill, in a microwave, or in a fryer, not only does the molecular structure of the food become deranged or degraded, but those molecules are changed into new chemical configurations, which is a bad thing, and carcinogenic and mutagenic byproducts are formed. The degree to which this happens is dependent on the cooking temperature, time cooked, and method of cooking. So it is really important. All studies have shown that the way you cook, how you cook, the temperature, it really affects the effect that food has on the body. And so it also says grilling, barbecuing, smoking, and frying are the worst offenders. They are literally the fires of death. But steaming also affects the food. You know that old saying that there are more nutrients in the water of steamed vegetables that are actually left in the veggies when they are done steaming. That's because heat destroys nutrients. The heating of food also destroys the food enzymes. In fact, 100% of the food's enzymes are destroyed at temperatures as low as 118 degrees Fahrenheit. So these studies that I just read, there is so much truth to them. I'm not saying that you can't get any nutrients from cooking your food though. I know a lot of people do survive for many years, maybe even a century on cooked food, and they do still get nutrients. But I'm saying, like, you do not get the level of nutrients and you do not thrive to the same level than if you're all raw. And another thing is, like, when you're eating the meat all the time and you're eating the cooked food, you will age more too, which you don't if you're eating the raw diet nearly as much. So also with digestion, eating the cooked food versus the raw food is a huge thing. The digestion is so much easier on the raw food versus the cooked food. A lot of people think that cooking your vegetables and things like that are easier to digest, but for me and a lot of people that's not the case. From my experiment and a lot of raw vegans, digestion becomes optimal and amazing on a raw food diet. So hopefully this video has inspired you and you've learned some things today. If so, hit the like button and comment below, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.